Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WYLDE Beyond here on Go Buff Yourself in Thousand Faces. Session 65, y'all. WYLDE Beyond. I am Ethan, as always, your DM. I am joined here by 6 incredible performers, storytellers, and players that are silly enough to play this game with me, instead of doing more important things. Let's go around, say hi to them super quick. First, our newest addition to the Wild Things playing V is Sally.
Hey, you guys. Thanks, Ethan, for bringing us in.
Bodie, the stoner mushroom-covered turtle, is played by Lauren.
Oh, hi.
Wraught, the spicy dragonborn, played by Joe.
If you want to take a look at what character development is, look no further.
You all have been amazing at that. The bottomless pit of a stomach, the stomach of holding, Melon, is played by Morgan.
What's up?
Otto, the perfect little boy who has had a very traumatic time, is played by Mav. And the none other than the fairy goat father himself, Kieren, is played by Sarah.
I'll take that over being the perfect little boy.
We've all got our things. Few announcements before we jump in here, y'all. First of all, just like all of our actual plays, this is an 18+ stream. Even if it were the most innocent of content, I would probably end up cursing at some point, so just be warned. You can watch past...
Fucking what?
There we go.
Ethan, watch your fucking language.
See, look at this. Super quick announcement, and that is on Sunday, which is tomorrow, here on Twitch and on Go Buff Yourself's YouTube. We're going to be dropping the first episode of a brand new campaign, Under a Crooked Moon, with Lauren here, and then a few familiar faces, but a bunch of new ones. The first episode was amazing, so please come check that out if you need something to watch tomorrow while you're doing laundry or whatever you're doing on your Sunday. I think those are all my main announcements. Anyone think of anything important that I missed?
We love
Don't
each
forget,
and every
you
one of
guys. Oh, well, we do love you,
I love
but
you too.
the Patreon as well. Come
I
and
need to
support
update
on the
it more.
Patreon.
I've been so busy, I need to update it more. Hopefully my
It doesn't matter.
my
You can
plate
still
will be getting a
support
little...
even if no new things are coming out on the Patreon. Just support
Hopefully
it.
my plate will be getting a little lighter soon so I can focus on the Patreon again. But it's only $5. That's where all the behind-the-scenes goodies will go. None of our episodes really will ever go there unless it's a super special content. But if you ever just feel like helping me buy more music and sound effects for the podcast, feel free. Or commission more art so that we can hire actual artists and not use generative AI. I think those are all of my announcements. So let's go ahead and run that updated intro video so that we can get into episode 65 of The WYLDE Beyond. We are back. When we last left the Wild Things last year, I think I'm running out of weeks to make that joke. You can only do that for
It's
the first
been a
2 weeks of the
while.
year. When we last left the Wild Things, they were in the wintry landscape of Yawn, one of the parts of the Feywild, and specifically the part that is home to the Unseelie Court, the Winter Court. the seat of power of which is known as Arctis Tor. The path to that castle took them through endless wintry landscapes and just snow as far as the eye could see, where you all in a cabin ran into a spy for the summer court who told you some disturbing rumors, some disturbing rumors about the winter court, specifically that Queen Mab seems to have a new advisor with a lot of power by the name of Zybilna, and that communication to the summer court had been lost by this spy at around the same time that Zybilna freed the Jabberwock. You all headed up into the mountains, fought a Yeti, had to cover treacherous terrain, including precarious rope bridges, navigating an avalanche, a blizzard, finding some shelter, and eventually came upon a henge of stones with a board game in mid-game. Wraught finished the game in a single move, and emerging from two of the stones were two creatures that you now know are known as Chorids. Small creatures about dwarven height with thick locks of wiry hair, men and women bearded. One of the two who stepped forward had very short, shorn hair, unusual from what you saw as you stepped in the village, and she introduced herself as Queen Argangle. She presented you all with a little prize for helping her humble her cousin in that game, a temporary luckstone, and offered the hospitality of the Chorid village. Upon going there, you learned some information about these Chorids, their relationship to one they called the Bitter End, also known as Endolin Moongrave, one of the three hags of the Hourglass Coven. There was a loud noise that brought the queen outside of the cabin, or the structure that you all were in, to hurl a rock towards the sound. All of the Chorids growing agitated and angry, and you found out that this tapping sound was caused by another type of fae, another clan known as Briganox, that reside in the Howling Mines, which, according to Queen Argangle, you must pass through in order to reach Motherhorn, which you must pass through in order to reach Arctis Tor. And Motherhorn is the home of the Bitter End. She told you a little bit more about the Chorid's relationship with this hag, specifically that they were enemies, that Endolin Moongrave used the hair of the Chorids in creating some of her contraptions for her theatrical productions. She also recommended that if you were dead set on heading to Motherhorn, that you speak with another guest of the village, a individual by the name of Gleam. And when we left off, you all were approaching this individual. A few of you noticed as she was standing on a rocky precipice, that the sunlight that hit her cast no shadow. This individual has dark teal hair and is wearing a mask in the shape of a moon, a crescent moon. And upon seeing this, Otto, you recognize this individual, not having ever seen her in person, but from having seen flyers advertising Glimmer and Gleam, a incredible duo, an acrobatic duo that used to perform at the Witchlight Carnival. They were known as the Selenelian twins. And as you approached this individual, she turned, saw you, and said, "Well, hello there." And that was where we left off. And that's where we pick up. Just a reminder that the Chorid village, couple dozen buildings, obviously not built to the height that is convenient for a lot of you folk. A few of you fit inside no problem. There are a dozen or so Chorids wandering around at this point that you can see. And you are still in the Flicker Storm Mountains, so it is still bitterly cold. The wind here biting. Though a lot of you, all of you, have very warm clothing, having prepared for this moment, and even a few other pieces of magical equipment that help you stay warm, or at least not freezing to death. So, as you all had approached, and Gleam greeted you, what are you doing?
Well, hi. And Otto kind of tilts his head just a little bit and kind of puts his hands up like this. Are you Gleam?
I am. Wait, and she looks at you. You're from the carnival, or, unless I'm mistaken, Monarch?
No, I am. Yeah, wait, yeah, I am.
Well, what a pleasant memory of happier times it is to see another monarch of the Witchlight Carnival. As you said, I'm Gleam. And you are?
My name is Otto. Wait, I thought there were two of you.
Yeah. There are two of us. My sister, Glimmer, she is not with me at present. And it does not take a high passive insight to see the distress in this elf woman's eyes when she says that and then turns away from you for a second to stare over the mountainous stretch of landscape. She is still in Motherhorn, unfortunately.
Did they keep her?
The one that they call the Bitter End did. Endalyn, as she's known. Apparently she looks into the future. And from what she said, she believes that her own demise will happen during an eclipse. So by keeping the moon and the sun away from each other, and she gestures towards her moon-shaped mask, I suppose she thinks that she'll prevent that from ever occurring.
She does know that you are, like, not really the moon, right? Does she have trouble separating, like, reality from fiction? Maybe we should refer her to a psychologist.
She gives a small smile. I am more the moon than you may think. But I do suspect that her paranoia is getting the best of her. But I know that Glimmer still lives. I can feel her. I'm trying to think of... All I want is for us to get back to the carnival. Everything has been terrible since we left. But I haven't been able to think of a way to get Glimmer back.
How long have you been gone? I only asked because I remember seeing your posters and everything, but they were kind of faded when they were there.
Only a few months, maybe half a year, at least here.
Time is a little strange, I think, between the two. You might have been gone longer than you think.
How long has it been? For you? And points to you, Otto.
Oh, since I've been here? Or been at the carnival? Oh, at the carnival.
Yeah, how long for you was it since we were there?
Probably about maybe 20 years, maybe. I got there around like, I've only been in the carnival for like 7 years, but like, yeah, it's been a while.
Was there a bugbear, by chance, who worked at the carnival? Name of... Burley?
No, the only bugbear I knew was Wraught.
They're just like out of character. You absolutely knew. He was a strongman who worked there, Burley.
Oh, the strongman. Okay.
He performed that same night that everyone was there.
Oh, that's right.
However, it's been 64 sessions since that, or 62 sessions since that performance. So,
You could say it's been a while.
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Oh, the strongman. Yeah.
His brother, Hurley, is also at Motherhorn. I don't know the exact details, but I know he's stuck there. Has to perform in her ghastly attempts at theater.
Well, we are heading in that direction. If you were looking for an opportunity to maybe reunite, we could always use the help.
Her eyes light up like a full moon. And her energy had been very subdued this whole time while talking about her sister, but as you offer this potential opportunity... Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! If you're heading that way, would you mind maybe one other person joining you? I know the way.
Can you fight?
Roughly.
Can you fight?
I can stay out of the way of a fight.
All right.
I'll make sure that they don't die. It's okay. I got this.
I'm very good at making myself scarce. What was that, Kai? Or
Yeah, it was. You could also draw us a map.
Yeah, but if she's going to die during an eclipse, why wouldn't we bring the moon?
Fair.
And you want
Maybe he's lucky. Maybe they're lucky. We bring luck with us. Come on, us.
Gestures to you all, just taking all of you in. Well, clearly you all know a little bit more about adventuring and all of that than I do, so if you think it's smarter that I stay here and wait, I could draw you a map, or I could, but I can stay out of the way. I promise I'll be no trouble.
No, come with us. You want to see your sister, and that's the best thing that we can do, is make sure that you see her. All right?
This is the best news that I've had ever since... Oh, this is the best news. When were you all planning to leave? On the morrow?
We need a short rest, but the sooner the better. I mean, I've got this magic stone, and it only is good for 24 hours, so... the sooner the better.
Very well. I can be ready within 2 hours or so. I just need to say some goodbyes. Where should I meet you? Here? I'll meet you here. And she goes,
the house over there. The house over there.
She was already starting to run off, and you say this, and she gives a flourishing bow and a wave as she goes, almost literally skipping off to get her equipment. Just skip, turning into full sprint.
We are so good at picking up strays. We're gonna have dogs next.
Well, she seems nice.
You already had a
What did
dog.
you say? Were you talking about me? It sounds like you were talking about me.
I didn't say your name or imply anything.
Also, you're a bear, not a
Okay.
dog.
I had feelings.
Were they good feelings?
No, they were not. They were not.
Well, make them good.
I'm not a stray. I am a purpose. I am V, and I am a woman. I just want to put that out there.
Hey, can I go over to
Rocky.
V real quick?
I think we already discussed your bare birthing hips earlier today.
I forgot about that.
It needs to be discussed. I don't mind. I'm just saying.
Hey, V. Rod doesn't mean it. We know you're not a dog. Bears are way more wild. Bears are cool.
Yeah, we're cool. You hear that, Wraught? Oh, cool.
I didn't say anything.
Guy's gonna see like Melon do the compliment to V and just like that little interaction back and forth with this look of absolute suspicion, but since he's so short, it's just him looking up back and forth between your faces like.
And then I looked down at Kai. You see? Cool, Kai. Cool.
I don't see it.
I mean, bears,
How
they
dare
found them
you.
in the mountains. You don't find dogs in the mountains.
I guess that's
The-
what Melon likes in women. It's interesting to understand his taste now.
His logic is questionable, but still sound. I just want to point that out.
I've never heard Melon and logic in the same anything before, and I don't trust it, and it makes me uncomfortable. I'm going back to the house.
V starts
And I-
storming
and I-
off.
and I
I'm
kinda
going to
stop.
storm off first. I'm storming off first. And he starts
You
storming
immediately
that
pass
way,
me
too.
because your legs are way longer than mine. Fine, I'll go somewhere else because clearly everybody's just misinterpreting what I say today.
I'm really glad you're coming to terms with your feelings.
I gave you my only journal. I just have to get them out somehow.
I also have a claw. A tooth. I have a tooth.
I was gonna say, you don't have my claw. You have to wait
Don't
till I
think
lose a
I-
finger for that.
Don't think I forgot.
And he just kind of backs up slowly, smiles at you, and then turns the other way to look at everyone else. He likes me.
Sure she does, Bodie. Sure she does. But
Come
alright.
on, man.
I'm also
I've been
gonna.
working really hard on this relationship. I think I made some good headway.
No, that was me being sincere, Bodie.
Oh, sorry. Sarcasm
You know,
is
it's
lost on me
fake.
often.
I know.
Out of character, I love the fact that Phonic the cat on Lauren's screen
I cannot get her to leave, though.
is positioned in such a way as to muffle the microphone.
I can't. There's nothing I can do.
She's just staring at
I'm
her
really
like
trying.
hardcore. She's trying to get her on her
Like
belly.
push her, like I'm trying to coerce her. Look at this
She's-
solid mass.
She
She's
is
just
a tank.
decided She's here.
She's the hag's cat that followed
She
us
would be a
all the
Vanguard.
way
She'd
from
be a
the realm
bad
of
barbarian.
spring.
Still here.
Accurate.
She joined in on one of the ends of the Lathystone pass-through.
As you all are having some conversation about random things, Otto, you happen to notice that Gideon had apparently caught the attention of a few younger Chorids and is currently on the ground being taught how to make snow angels by one of the Chorid children. Which he's surprisingly good at, being, you know, a bush, and can very effectively clear out snow. So you just see as he is just furiously making this shape to the laughter of a few of the Chorid children.
You making friends, bud?
Is this a friend? And like points with branches down at the snow. Because that's
no,
what I made.
that's, well, no, I meant your friends, the kids that you're.
No, I didn't
taught
make
you how to
them.
do that.
No, they were here.
Did you meet new people that turned into friends?
I like walks up to you. I think so. I'm still not 100% sure what friends mean. They didn't yell at me yet, so I'm not sure if they're my friends.
Well, friends tend to show friends new tricks and new things. So they showed you how to make a snow angel. Therefore, There you go.
Gideon gets hit on the back with a little snowball. And there are a few Korrid children who just hide behind a nearby building. And as this happens, Bodie, actually all of you, hear Cork's voice. We are under attack!
Calm down, dude, just play.
They are throwing projectiles at one of our allies. We must slay them.
It's practice, Cork! It's practice.
V takes a snowball and chucks it as hard as she can. I defend you!
And as you launch a snowball, roll me a d20.
No.
And add 3 to this.
No, I don't.
It's not for damage.
Okay, how do you do just a d20?
It should be at the bottom left on D&D Beyond. You should see a little dice icon.
You were about to kill a child.
No!
Nat 20.
Just say non-lethal. Just say non-lethal.
You told me to add something to it. What
Add
did you want
3.
me to add to it? It's a 5 then.
So it just into the side of the building, and you just hear like from one of the kids behind, "Get more snowballs together! They have allies!"
I would like to throw Otto.
No!
Tuck and
Why?
roll, defend us. And just
Okay.
to send you behind enemy lines.
Yes,
Basketball special.
Can
got
I
it.
put a snowball in Otto's arms?
100%.
In Otto's
Okay,
arms.
I
Go
tossed
behind
a
enemy lines.
snowball really fast in
You
Otto's arms.
you all are level 7, and even V, you have some experience already working with this group. You see what's about to happen. You take the snowball that you just formed as Otto gets into a springing position. As Kieren helps launch Otto, you toss the snowball up. How do you... Otto, roll me a d20, add 4 for you. And then please describe how this looks as you land on the opposite side of the fort or the barrier that these kids are using.
So that's the dirty 21. So
you
all right.
obviously are going to be able to hit one of the kids here, maybe even a few of them. Feel free to describe this however you wish.
So what's going to happen is I get fastball special out into the area because they're more focused on trying to throw snowballs at the ones they can visually see. Get behind them. Actually, no. Sailing through the air before I hit the ground, I take the snowball and curve it and hit 4 of them at one time.
That's super fun. It just kind of hits into 4 of them. Wah! And they just go scattering. Their defense is broken, and they leave a small pile of snowballs that they've been making in their wake as they just go scattering in all different directions.
Thought we were having fun. Come back.
As
You guys did a good job.
there are peals of laughter as the kids go running, and those of you not actively involved in the snowball fight notice that a few of the clouds overhead take the shape of just temporarily small hearts before they fade back into nebulous shapes. Wraught, I saw your hand.
I was gonna say, as the kids go running behind my back as I'm watching this, I cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to sneak it up onto a roof and pull the roof snow down right on top of Kai's head.
One of the kids running, looking over his shoulder, and then suddenly just buried under snow as he unburies himself. I've been attacked! Help! Leave it behind! Just go scattering. No fair! Goes undigging themselves and running after their friends. Don't leave me!
And that's
I
done
just
as
wanna
how you
point
do a
out-
snowball fight.
I just want to point out Lauren has a cat inside of her turtle shell. She has a cat inside of her turtle shell. I just want to point that out. Okay, I'm done.
Phonic is the star of this session. That cat is ridiculous. Jesus.
Oh, she's fucking on one, bro.
She being a little permachine.
This is excessive.
No, it's cold.
I love it.
Gideon, by the way, was attempting to form a snowball. While he's very good at snow angels, branches and sticks aren't the most conducive for making an evenly packed spherical thing of snow. And so ends up just like picking up snow and sieving it between his branches repeatedly. Just... But having no real sense of impatience is just repeatedly doing this until he gets it right.
Hey, buddy.
Hmm?
You know how you were able to grow, like, rosebuds on yourself and everything?
Yeah, that was hard, but yeah. You want some?
Don't strain. Don't give yourself a hemorrhoid. It's okay. Nothing. It's
What's a
something
hemorrhoid?
that we. Well, it's when you strain too hard trying to do something and things happen.
Don't want
Here's
a
the
hemorrhoid.
thing. Correct. They're horrible. Have you tried? Do you think about, because you learned how to walk, which is great. I want to see if you could. Could you try growing in some of like your arms to like be able to reach out to grab something and maybe pull it back?
I'm gonna roll a luck check. Let's see. He tries.
He can use the luck stone if he needs to.
And I'll throw guidance on him too, just in case.
He rolled a 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll keep trying. Isn't able to do anything quite yet. Doesn't have quite Groot-like control over his branches at this point. Still learning how to be a awakened shrub.
You're doing all right,
Doing his
bud.
best. Yeah, doing his best.
Is there anything else anyone would... Because there was mention of a short rest, but short rests don't require, like, actively resting. They just require not actively doing anything strenuous, so you can, of course, keep walking around, doing basic things like that, as long as it's not too physically demanding. Is there anything you all would like to be doing over that time?
I want to go to one of the shops.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's buy some supplies so we don't have to just eat wolf meat.
So
What's wrong with wolf meat?
the Chord Village doesn't have merchants or shops in the same way that you're used to, but go ahead and Wraught and Otto each make me investigation checks, as you're just asking around to see if people have anything helpful to trade.
I watched that dice go from a 7 to a 17. and it just stuck there and then fell over. So yeah, 17.
17, okay.
10.
10. With a 17 as the highest, you find there are a couple people who are willing to do basic trades, including for food and things like that. That isn't a significant enough expenditure to worry about gold or anything, especially if you all make mention of planning to potentially help out with the Briganox. They are happy to give you some basic rations that's a little bit tastier and a little bit more appealing for some of you potentially than wolf meat. You do find 2 people who have a little bit rarer things that they are willing to trade. One person, one of the Chorids, has tucked away something that they have never had a use for, and that is a potion of stone giant strength. It's a potion, not a permanent magic item, but it does provide you a temporary big strength increase. Another has a set of 3 sending stones available for sale.
Ooh. Helpful.
I'm going to pat both of them. You don't need that. You have me. I'm your most psychic lizard. And in V's head, I'm going to go, I am so good at talking in people's heads.
I never doubted it. And V's sort of just looking around.
Would it come in like surround sound?
I'm Dolby, man. I'm Dolby.
And she looks over at the person next to her. I think God is talking to me.
God thinks you should be really nice to Wraught.
Okay, now I think this is Wraught.
Keen.
I'm starting to like sift through my bag to see if I can find anything that they might want to trade for that, the potion of, wait, no, we need that. I was about to say, Melon, give him your flamethrower.
Okay, here you go.
No, I want that!
What? Oh, okay.
Wait, I've got all of the candy that I bought from the goblin camp. I've got magic candies. Like, I think I got 3 of each type.
You do. And if you're willing to trade those 3 candies to this Korrid, she is willing to give you this potion at 20% the original value. The 80% being covered by those candies. The remaining cost is 100 gold. Or you can trade some non-physical things and make some bargains if you'd like.
Pour yourself out. Sorry. Involuntary.
Not interested. Thank you for the offer, though.
That's in character. I don't even fucking care.
Wraught, if you need something, what's the word? Metaphysical?
Ooh, that's your big word for the day,
It
bud.
is. Just take it from me, it's fine. I'm probably not using it anyways.
I don't have much, but can I trade you some of my strength with the intention of I would go down a full point in strength?
Yes. If, as you make the offer, I was going to ask for your constitution, but strength. Deal?
It is dragon. And I'm going to reach out with, and I'm going to try to use like my psychic ability on myself to try to drain some of my own strength.
Oh, no
And
need.
you see my arms getting thinner.
Because as you make this deal and your hands link and you shake hands, you, even as you're starting to try to will that to happen, you feel it happen from your fingers up through your arms and through your whole body. Everything just feels a little bit heavier right now, as your strength permanently drops from a 7 to a 6. And
Strength for strength.
The Korrid in front of you, her the sleeves on her clothes split at the bicep as this happens. Ooh.
Spicy, isn't it?
Okay. And passes over the potion. May it serve you well.
And now the rest of you can fight for my favor as I tuck it into my belt.
You now have a potion of stone giant strength, which to the drinker gives you a strength score of 23 for 1 hour.
Hey, Wraught. I'm not asking for the potion. Bodie needs it.
Yeah, I'm good without too, so don't.
But
I'm good.
How about I give it to who needs it in the moment we think we need it?
no, Wraught, what I was gonna say is
Why do
don't
you get to decide?
Wraught.
She just bought it. I figured if you buy it,
Oh,
you get
that's
to
fair.
decide it.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
That's sorry, right? That makes sense. I just was wondering if you weren't there, if you could make that call. But you, of course, you'd be there.
When am I not there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why I had the thought.
Bodie might have more pockets. Do you have more pockets? Maybe you could carry better. Maybe that's the reason.
My back is a pocket.
I'm usually sitting on your back. Why are we arguing about this?
No,
Look
Look
Wraught,
how
Yeah.
skinny I am!
I
Look how
thought
skinny I
this
am!
was a discussion. Are we having an argument? This is a discussion. This is
No,
a
I was
group
gonna say, Wraught,
discussion.
you don't need to do that. Just take from me.
I'm not taking your strength, Melon. You need that more than I do, trust me.
No, give it something else. I barely use a lot.
Yeah.
You're very sweet.
As you all have been doing this trading and this conversation, you all can go ahead and take a short rest. So if anyone needs to recover any hit points, or if there are any abilities that you regain on a short rest, feel free.
How many do we get back? I'm at 17 still.
So,
in
the way
hit
that
points.
short rests work is you have to roll some of your hit dice to recover them. So, for you, being rogue and barbarian, you have the choice between 6 rogue hit dice to use and 1 barbarian hit die to use. You can use 1, you can use 2, you can use 3. But you roll them, add your constitution modifier to each one, which for you is a +1, and recover that many hit points.
Okay, so which die is my hit die? Is that a 20 or?
No, for you have 6 d8s that you can use. Those are your rogue ones,
Okay,
and 1
gotcha.
d12 from your barbarian.
You're so
You
smart.
just click short rest up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's even better. I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, and then it walks you through, and you can even roll the dice right there.
Ethan, so hypothetically, with the way deals work in this game, can we all just start swapping stats?
In exchange for something,
Okay.
potentially. It does take a fey creature to make a fey bargain, but maybe.
I'm a fae, technically.
We'll pocket this for later, just in case.
Perks of being a satyr.
Would there be anything else that anyone is wishing to do during the short rest or before heading off?
If they have a smith, can I go buy a couple more knives? I seem to be handing them out to children.
They don't have a traditional smith, but there are people who are willing to part with knives, so yes, you can absolutely buy a couple daggers if you would like. There's no problem. They cost, 2 gold a piece?
Sounds good. I'll get like 5 of them.
Could never have too many knives.
And I think that just for the rest of it, I'll keep my ears open for any kind of rumors or stories that might be going around of anything that could be in the caves or that might be going on. Just, any monsters people might have seen, or, I heard from such and such that, this person went into the mines and then was eaten by a giant, kind of thing.
Go ahead and make me an investigation
Just
check.
call to mine.
Oh my.
Guys, I only roll nat 20s on garbage shit.
With a nat 20.
So that's a 23.
With a 23. Just listening around, you It does not seem like any of the Chorids have been in the mines. They have absolutely no desire to have anything to do with the Briganox. Their loathing of the Briganox comes through quite clear. You do learn why the Queen has short, shorn hair, while so many of the others don't. Apparently, Queen Argangel's locks were cut off by the bitter end as a type of punishment with her cold iron shears. And she is apparently not the only one. There is another name that gets mentioned of Yaja, another of the Chorids who also had the same punishment. With that 23, I'll give you one other thing, and that is you hear some of the Chorids discussing Gleam.
Oh yes, that poor elf. The bitter end took her shadow from her as well. Truly monstrous, poor thing. To be without your shadow is a terrible fate.
Inject myself in that conversation. And what happens if you don't have a shadow?
They look at you.
I stick my snout in between the two of them, kind of like a comic coming in.
They look at you as if you just asked, like, what's the big deal about jumping off a cliff?
I'm not local.
They look at you.
Oh, without your shadow, you are not complete. It is a terrible thing to be incomplete.
Can you sew it back on if we find it?
They give a shrug.
So you've never heard of anybody getting their shadow back after it was taken away?
They just kind of look at each other and shake their heads.
I'm gonna wander back to the group. Did we find magic glue? I feel like we found glue somewhere.
Why would we need magic glue?
Listen, I saw this play called Pucky Pan, and they used glue to stick a child's shadow back on.
Oh yeah, we did that for one time at the carnival, just for fun. The play.
I think I have
sticking glue back on.
Well, I have pork grease. Would pork grease help?
No, but don't tell Melon you have that, because it's not going to last.
I have pork grease.
What? Where?
Nothing,
appears out of nowhere.
Nothing.
Well, you guys ready to go cave diving, I guess?
As you all finish your final preparations, getting some daggers, getting some food, completing trades, just resting up a little bit, listening around, eventually Gleam reappears and finds you all, or you see Gleam waiting where you told them to wait, bundled up, backpack on, and just kind of impatiently bouncing from right foot to left foot, right foot to left foot, just waiting for you all. And seeing you all walk up, hey, all right, I'm ready when you all are.
All right, guys,
everyone
put
good?
your hands in.
I think we are ready.
Are we,
My hand
are we
immediately
doing this?
shoots
Oh,
in.
we're putting our hands in, and V just sort of slowly puts her paw in.
Why not?
Okay.
On three.
What are we doing?
Wild
We're doing
things.
three. Oh, okay.
make your heart sing.
Wait, are we doing 3 or did it already happen?
I
What's
think it
happening?
already
We
happened.
had our
Yay!
hearts sing. Okay, we need to work on that because I want that to
God.
be awesome.
Let's work on it after the cave.
We'll workshop it and then it'll be really cohesive.
Yes, we'll work on it on our walk to cave, inside cave. We'll work on it as we go, together.
Or maybe we're nice and quiet.
Activity!
No, we don't. Nope, let's just go.
Queen
We could sing. I got good songs.
Queen
Wait, is this a
Argangle.
secret cave? We saw that play about it.
The what?
Something about a secret cave?
Secret
Or
tunnel.
Queen Argangle meets you all as you are departing, wishes you all well, extends the continued hospitality of the Corrids anytime you pass back through the Flickerstorm Mountains.
Be careful of the Brigamox, they are tricksy. Be safe.
And as we see you all start to depart the Corrid village, Gleam leads you all like a overly excited puppy. And so she is very nimble, she is very fast, and she makes light work of the mountainous terrain. And with the exception of one or two of you, she makes much lighter work of it than any of you. So she has to stop every minute and a half or so and wait for the rest of you to catch up, bounces off ahead, and waits, and repeats this. The path that leads you all towards the Howling Mines descends around the side of one of the mountain faces. It is a tight, narrow path. After shivering and descending for 20 or 30 minutes, the path in front of you dies, and you see the mouth of a cave. Fingers of rock stretch skyward above it like a stony crown. There are a few statues that you can see from here outside of the mine's entrance. Do you all continue approaching? Do you do anything?
I would like to look at the statues.
Oh, I was going to say the same.
One sec.
6 eyes, let's go.
Are you looking from a distance, or are you looking...
Ethan?
Yes?
Ethan, quick query. On the stream, I don't see anybody else's faces but yours.
Oh yeah, all faces are gone.
When did that happen?
I
Oh,
just
hold
think
on.
it might have been recently, because Full Shot was looking at a kitty
Okay.
on Lauren's back.
This might be a
which is
great time
obsessively
for a
taken
short
over.
break.
No, I got it fixed. We're good.
Technical difficulties.
1 minute ago, Full Shot says.
There we go.
1 minute ago.
Easy.
There
Fixed.
you go. It's back. Yeah. Easy peasy. Oh,
The
they're gone
Discord
again.
screen.
Oh,
yeah,
no, they're back. They're
the
back.
Discord screen just got covered for a sec. Good shout though. Good shout. Those of you who are looking at the statues, feel free to make a investigation check.
Hey Ethan, while they're doing that, can I be watching the surroundings like I normally would be doing?
Sure, absolutely, of course.
Fine.
Go to 17.
17. The statues look like menacing Corrids, actually. And a few of them, actually both of them here, have large chunks of the stone taken out of them as if by pickaxes. And one of them is even entirely toppled over. The other still standing. But they both look like they were carved in the shapes of Corrids that are made to look much scarier than they do in reality.
I think these might have been warning statues, maybe. Like how you put signs out, like keep away and stuff.
Yeah, maybe
Oh.
scare whatever is inside there and keep them away.
Yeah. You see
But it
anything,
doesn't
big
look
guy?
like they might have been cords that got turned into stone or anything. Like they're the wrong size.
Oh,
Yeah, they're-
definitely.
they're-
These are, 8-foot tall statues compared to the 4-foot tall Corrids.
Well, a cave spelunking we do go.
Let's go in quietly. The last thing we need is to attract everything in the cave all at once.
Fair enough.
Too sneaky?
Then everyone go ahead and make
Quick
me stealth
question.
checks. Who is going in sneaky? And yeah, question.
Okay.
V.
Oh no.
It was more for everyone. Does somebody have a flashlight, a lantern, a form of light of some kind? I mean, I didn't bring my little bugs that glow, or I would have.
I have bugs that glow.
Oh, you got the bugs that glow? That's so smart. We need those.
Maybe they don't glow in the same way you think, but Kai's gonna hand her the jar of glowworms that do the emotion tracking.
I need to see. This is nice, but I need to see in dark. That's the point. I mean, I could see part in dark, but I don't know if everybody else can.
Okay, I'll take the bugs back. Who here can't see in the dark?
Take your bugs.
You have the monocle.
Bodie, did you raise your hand, Bodie?
I can't see in the dark. That's okay.
So it's just
Okay, so somebody got to keep track of Bodie. Somebody
Bodie.
got to keep track of Bodie.
Hold my hand.
Okay, okay. Yeah, this is progress. And he slaps his hand in your hand.
Otto got something to share with the class.
Is it something we are going to need dark vision for? I'm asking the DM right now.
From
Dark
out
is
here,
cave.
the inside of the cave
cave.
looks dark.
There's usually not light underground, I mean.
It's possible that there is some dim light inside the cave, but compared to the bright light outside, you don't see any from out here.
Don't worry, Otto. I got dark vision out to 120 feet. I can tell you if anything's coming.
It's okay. It's fine. I'll be all right.
Kai, when did you grow that?
I got contacts. 1-800 contacts.
For
No,
your,
don't
for your
shield.
specialized-
Read sponsors.
Contacts.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
ad
no.
now.
No shilling unless they
Kai,
sponsor us.
where did you buy your
Hashtag not
specialized?
sponsored.
We come and visit anywhere. Delivery.
All right, y'all. Were you all heading in? And again, I heard mention of moving in quietly. I've seen a few of you make stealth rolls. Those of you who are planning to move quietly, please make those stealth rolls.
16, my guy.
V?
14.
Natural 20 plus 7.
I got a 30.
9.
Damn!
I'm a cleric in heavy armor. I get
Nobody's
disadvantage.
hearing me.
We got
Nobody's hearing me.
A variety of
That's
stats there. 2 nat 20s on those, y'all. So it doesn't sound like you all are heading in with any light source. So Bodie, you head in holding hands with Melon. But
Yay!
as you
I'm
all
interlacing fingers and all that.
As you all step into the cave, the first thing that you notice is a low, mournful wail that seems to echo from everywhere around you at once, but with no particular location, no source. The walls are in here. The rocky walls are lined with massive, shimmering stones that glow with a soft, self-generating light that fills the inside of the cavern with a low, otherworldly radiance of blues and purples. The path ahead of you is wide and well-defined. It looks like the intentional handiwork of miners that once worked here and needed a clear path through which to move their equipment and carts. You can see ahead of you that it winds deeper into the cavern, and it's the only path that you see. As you all push in a little bit more, it winds, turns, twists through caverns and tunnels in a series of switchbacks, gradual inclines, occasional steep declines. Sturdy wooden beams can be seen here and there, acting as supports for the stone overhead.
I just had a quick question. I was wondering if we're hearing every single, like, as we go, this wailing, like, constantly, or if it was just that one time as we entered.
No, it's pretty consistent. Now, that doesn't mean like it is one ongoing wail when I say consistent. I mean simply that it's not like you walk out of one of the caverns and the sound is now behind you. It happens and it sounds just as loud as you continue to walk through here.
So, since Kieren, since Kai talked about this, V's gonna look over and go, "How do those worms work again?" Whenever they just hear the wailing again. And she's going to be like, I guess we're going to go find this thing that's screaming. And so in her mind, she's like, how do these worms work?
Kyle will pull him back out of his pocket with, like, mild horror, like, and, like, do the spin around to point them at where he thinks the wailing is coming from.
Should we go towards sound?
Ethan,
Hello?
I used to live in a cave for most of my life.
There are no caves.
Is there a way for me to make maybe an intelligence check to see if this is maybe like an echo of a wind that's making this noise? Or, you know, the sound of voices echoing off of rocks?
Oh, got it.
Or some kind of natural phenomenon.
Sure, make
rather
me a
than
survival
actual
check.
screaming.
It's your guidance. Because I get that shit.
Remind me what guidance gives me one more time.
Plus a d4.
And Otto, was there something you wanted?
Oh, yeah. So while this is going on and whatnot, before we entered the cave, when I said that, you know, I'm fine, you just see Otto's eyes go black. Like, it just fills his eyes up with black ichor, and he blinks and it kind of like dribbles out, but like, oh, I can see in the dark. I'm good.
Did you just let yourself get possessed?
What? No, I just have dark vision. I can see in the dark now.
So cool, man.
Badass.
Where are you guys buying your contacts again?
Not sponsored. What did you get on that check? On that survival
19.
check?
Thank you for the guidance.
19. If this is a natural phenomenon. The word natural is a strange one, because what is a natural occurrence in one plane of existence could very well be something that never naturally occurs in another. What I can tell you with that roll is that if you were applying the logic of the material plane where you are from, this does not sound just like normal voices echoing. This does not sound like the wind pushing through stone. This sounds like something else.
She doesn't have hair to stand up, but you actually see all of Wraught's scales, like starting from her fingers, flare just a little bit, going all the way up her arms and then down her spine. Ooh, that's not normal.
Anything normal in this world?
Certainly not you. You got a little something right there, bud. I'm gonna reach out with my thumb and wipe the ichor off of his cheek.
It's just, he blinks and now it's just like the perfect eyeliner that you could ever fucking see.
Ew.
As you all are in here, anyone who thinks that their character might be looking around or anything like that can make me an investigation check.
I'm using that 120 feet of dark vision.
I'm gonna be doing it to help out Bodie.
And do remember, Wraught, as you have the luck stone, the temporary one that was provided to you, what that does is it gives you a +1 bonus on ability checks and saving throws. Period. All of them. for the next 24 hours. Well, I guess now 22.
So a +1 on pretty much everything.
Except
for
attacks.
combat.
Yes.
I rolled a 20.
Woo!
Not in that.
Still.
23.
Damn.
I'm not even going to say with these guys.
With a 20 and a
11.
23, Otto and Kieren, you notice that on a few of the walls in here growing is this silver-leafed herb that, as you look at it, is partially transparent, which is why the rest of you don't notice it. Is because the leaves of this tiny little clinging herb are partially see-through.
Oh.
Oh. And Otto goes over and actually takes some of the leaves off the wall.
Can we take the plant and put on Bodie's shell?
Be gentle, be gentle. We don't know what it prefers.
There are 2 clusters of this that you see, so someone could take one, and the other could potentially either be taken to attempt to graft onto Bodie's shell later, or to do it now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd like to try to gently remove the plant from the wall.
Easily done.
Actually, who has a very good sleight of hand?
There's no check necessary for this. You're able to remove this.
V was going to offer some gardening tools. Oh, you're going to garden? Here you go. And she pulls them out of her back next to the herbs, and she's like, here you go. Yeah, you make sure that you do it really well. Don't hurt.
Just a pair of little sharp herb
She's like-
scissors.
Yeah.
Why do you have these?
Why don't you? I think it's weird you don't have them if we really want to talk about this. I mean, you're out in the wilderness. Do you really think you're going to cook a decent dinner without having some herb shears? Okay, I'm letting it go.
Our beast. Taking that volume and turning it way down.
I feel like I've learned a lot about you.
Super stealthy. And V is just going to walk off and sort of disappear randomly into some brushes.
Just behind a stone in here, just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm just hiding. Yeah, I'm on stealth of the 30. I could randomly go anywhere.
And Kai's like holding a trowel and like some scissors, like, what? Okay. So he removes the plant from the wall to try to get it onto Bodie's back.
And anyone who wants, now that these plants have been made not easily visible to all, but pointed out, anyone who wants to make a nature check, feel free.
Ooh. I would do that one.
She's peeking out behind the
15.
rock. She's gonna do it.
Fuck. It is 11.
Actually, Bodie, can I guidance you?
I actually got a
Yeah.
16.
I really appreciate you supporting me the way that you do, man. Just really do.
V is like full stealth, but all on it. She got the 19.
Damn, y'all.
Somehow your support made it worse?
Guidance isn't a reroll,
No,
it's a
guidance is
D4.
plus a D4.
It's a D4.
Oh, it's a
It's
D4.
only a
That's
bonus.
right,
Can't
that's right,
make
that's
it
right,
worse.
that's
Yeah,
right.
can't make it worse.
Emotionally, yes, you can.
That's true.
So
14.
you all investigated
14?
it. I just took it off the wall to give to Bodie.
Yep. So, all of you who inspect this are actually familiar with this herb. This is known as moonwort. And it has a very handy little feature, and that is that while it is known for those with more sensitive stomachs and lighter constitutions, it can make you a little queasy if you're not someone with a strong stomach. Those that eat it become a little bit like the leaves themselves, in that they are slightly transparent.
Kai, it's that shit you used to lick off of the cave wall and then we'd go hunting griffins.
So,
Oh, that was great.
Oh, hell yeah.
so with those high
Oh,
rolls,
yeah.
specifically what this does is if you eat it, you become slightly incorporeal for an hour, and it gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for an hour.
And we have 2 doses of this?
You do currently.
Well, if we grow it onto Bodie's back, we have endless supplies, depending if we, take care of
And
it
hey,
right. That's all I'm saying.
Guess what? Bodie's back is supercharged from the plant growth.
That is correct. My pH is the absolute perfect level for everyone that inhabits my back, which is usually not a thing that happens, but I don't know. He's got something special about him, and he swings, because he's still holding your hand, he swings your hand side to side and kind of shifts his hips. Yeah.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up right now.
He's making you feel things
me?
too.
No, not in a bad way. No. It's growing in the cave. These things live in the cave.
Oh, shit.
So we can assume that the bad guy may eat them too, so he may be quite invisible. Oh, you're so smart, Otto.
I like that you just said that really loudly.
Yep.
Ethan, when I was using the worms, was it making any colors in like the directions that I was pointing?
As it got... yes, but mostly when it was closer to your friends.
Darn.
It is a cool way to try to detect someone close by, but you don't detect anyone right now.
I'll keep the worms like out and hooked onto my belt
Mood ring glowworms.
in case something gets a little bit too close to me.
Do you all keep pushing forward?
Yep, I think we do if we're done scouring the cave walls.
Gleam.
No other way
actually-
than forward.
Is there a way to like take a chunk of this glowing blue rock to like pocket it just in case there's none of these for illumination later?
So it is possible you would have to break it off of the wall.
I've got a big
with
strong voice
something.
for that.
But as you suggest the idea, Gleam raises her hands in a
I forgot she was here.
Pause for a second. Those are technically the property of the Brigannox, and I don't know how much you will have learned about the Feywild here in your time, but the rules here of hospitality and guests and all of that would not look kindly on that.
Now here's a question. If it didn't leave the cave, is it stealing if it stays on their property line? It's just moving furniture.
Looks at you and just gives a shrug. Whatever you're going to do. Up this way. Be careful. Path gets pretty narrow up here.
V's gonna pocket some of the mushrooms into her herb pouch that she has, and steal back her trowel and shears from Kieren.
So, just to be clear, there were only 2 samples of them. Who has the 2
Oh, okay. Then no.
Moonwort
Then no.
samples?
There's only 2. Yeah. It's
Okay.
I
One
have
of them was
one,
Bodie's shell.
and I have the other set.
And
As-
Otto has the other. Yeah.
If it was already placed on Bodie's shell because of the plant growth, because of the heat rock that was provided here, the small little, not quite roots really, but just the little parts of it start to grow and interlace with the moss and the earth that is on Bodie's shell, just so that it is stable there and will have the potential to grow in time.
He does like a little.
And I asked Gideon, do you mind if I give some of this to you?
Just extends his
The whole-
branch hands. I got you, Dad.
And
That is the right use of that, right? I heard a few of the Chords say it, and they said it to
yep,
a person who didn't really look like you, but kind of sounded like you, and they said Dad. I also heard Mom. I also heard Mama, brother. There were lots of words.
Just what you call family. But
I got you, family.
You can call me. So he takes one of the branches off of the leaves and everything, while keeping the big bush, but breaking off some of it with the leaves. You know what you did with the rose? Try it again with this. Add this to yourself. It won't hurt you, but it'll make you big and strong.
So, I just want to make sure, out of character, I understand what you are wanting. Are you wanting Gideon to try to graft this to himself?
Correct.
Okay.
Like he did with I'm doing it with like he did with the rose, because he touched it and it fixated it to himself. So that, yes.
Just kind of, as Gideon places it onto one of his branch arms and just holds it there. It takes a second. It's much slower than what's happening on Bodie's shell, but it starts to... The little roots just form a small bracelet, essentially, around his branch arm. And he shakes his branches a little bit. Alright, it's good.
Now, if you tell me if it starts hurting or anything like that, okay? But it shouldn't hurt you.
As you say that, you see that Gideon becomes slightly transparent.
Oh,
He seems to have no awareness of this, and just, okay, I will.
You fuck!
And just starts...
You fuck, Gideon!
I what?
Keep him safe.
Oh, nothing? Is it
I
it's
fuck.
you thing, I guess? Oh, and he looks at
You
Otto.
fuck.
Yes, you
He-
do, buddy.
He
yes,
and
you
she
do.
fucks. They fuck,
Oh, Otto.
we fuck.
Oh,
My
oh.
guy, you know his next
The word.
Gideon, you're a fucking awesome.
Oh, that.
Well, you're partially invisible and now know the word fuck. So,
Gleam's head
congrats, Otto.
pokes around where the path had twisted. Are we going? Let's go! And dips back
It's
around.
really long legs.
As you all start to move to follow behind Gleam, you see that she has stopped as the path ahead of her narrows. The walls are now tightly closed in from both sides. About 3 feet wide here, 10 feet tall. And there are icicles that hang down from the ceiling to almost the floor like a maze of hungry fangs. They glisten in the light of the mine and look brittle enough that they would shatter at the faintest touch. Gleam, seeing you all catch up, starts to move through this labyrinth of icicles very deftly, just squeezing, stepping around, ducking down, making herself very narrow as she pushes through here with no difficulty whatsoever.
Are you just like made out of water or something? Like this, like following the way she went? It's just like
Years of practice. All of you make me quick perception checks.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, that's nice. 23.
Woo!
For
Pussy.
I got a
Another nat
for
20 for 20.
God damn, y'all! That's
It's not,
four.
not even me
So
doing
much
it.
screaming.
That is 4 nat 20s so far.
We were Jack.
My
Wait.
God!
No.
I got a 9.
Wait, there were 3 nat 20s just now. Bodie just rolled 1.
That's why she
50%,
screamed so
50% of you just rolled nat 20s on
Okay,
this
so
one
that
check.
Don't make us, the rest of us, look like feel so bad about ourselves.
Jeez, that is wild.
I feel just fine. I got a 9.
Can I
Okay.
get a show of hands of who rolled the natural 20s?
There were 3. It was Sarah, Mav, and Lauren. So Kieren, Otto, and Bodie all rolled nat 20s. So what you will notice, first of all, you can see through the low-hanging icicles a little bit and see that this narrowing of the path is temporary. The passage does open up a little bit after this labyrinth. Those of you with the nat 20s also hear sounds of movement beyond this passage.
When you say sounds of movement, does it sound like natural, kind of sounds like a waterfall, or like, you know, falling rocks, or does it sound like somebody walking?
Sounds
the
like
sounds of little creatures in Krampus running around in the house above you. Is that what that sounds like?
it sounds like most akin to footsteps on stone. Fairly large, if they are indeed footsteps.
Are we all technically footsteps on stones? Because none of us have shoes on, except for one of us.
So, as you all try to weave your way through these icicles, could I get everyone to roll me your choice? Acrobatics or stealth?
Both bad. 9 acrobatics.
Go. Yeah, the fighter and the cleric. Yep, that seems right.
Fuck yeah, we're holding hands!
Stealth, I'll stealth all day long. 27.
Fantastic.
Acrobatics 18. Which I'm not proficient in, which is weird.
22.
Holy. Okay, so with
acrobatics, though, which means I crawl up onto the ceiling.
with V, Otto, Wraught, and Kieren all rolling above 18, and Bodie and Melon rolling a 9 and a 5, respectively. As you continue to hold hands, which one of you bumps into one of the icicles?
Honestly, considering, I think, as Bodie was saying, Bodie doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, I didn't see that stuff.
It's low light in here.
Okay.
From the glowing stones.
Since we're probably holding hands still, because why not? Bros hold hands.
They do.
Bros being bros, yo.
It's probably Melon. I'm worse.
You're leading him, and you did get the lower of the two scores. So Melon, as you're leading Bodie, it's less that you bump into one of the icicles, and more that there is a patch of ice under your feet that causes you just for a second to lose your balance, and you try to catch your balance on the icicle, just bracing against it, and this fragile ice shears off and crashes to the ground, a very loud sound that echoes through the caves.
Yeah.
Not to be redundant, but we probably freeze.
I see what you do.
Otto just kind of looks down, looks up. Why? I'm mouthing it, just of source. Just.
Are you okay?
It wasn't intentional.
Ethan, have the sound of footsteps continued or stopped?
I don't hear him quite as loud anymore.
I point down at the whole party because I'm on the ceiling, and I cast Major Image in a cube around them, and they are gone. That is an empty hallway.
Okay. You all stay here in the safety of this illusion for a moment, and nothing happens.
But you and I are probably still holding hands, since I haven't even gotten up yet.
Come on. It's okay. Let's go.
He's gonna provide support under your arm.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
We gotta move.
No, not yet.
No, we're You need more rest.
Look,
What's going on?
shush. I lived in a cave for most of my life.
I'm sorry, bro. We can do that later.
No,
Why is it relevant?
No. What I'm saying. Sorry, this is all whispering, but so for content. Look, I lived in a cave for most of my life. Just wait. We be quiet and we wait. All whispering.
I can
again.
hold this illusion for up to 10 minutes.
We're gonna wait until Wraught's the smart one.
As
the all clear. Okay.
As you
What if they never come in here?
As you pause everyone here for a moment, Melon, and Wraught, you maintain the illusion of this exact 15 by 15, I think it is.
I think it's 20 by 20.
Oh, 20. But this cube of space, this illusion crafted to look exactly like no one were here.
Yeah, it's going to be like the icicle fell and there's a dead bat next to it.
You all start to hear the sound of numerous sets of heavy footfalls. And you all see coming into view from where the path ahead, past the icicles, widened, around half a dozen golems made from the glowing stones of this mine. And as they start to walk towards this maze of icicles, let's take our break. We'll pick up there. We'll be back in a few minutes, y'all. We gotta take care of the necessities, but don't go anywhere. We will see you all soon. And we are back. Let me put on a little bit tenser music here, shall we?
No, we like the calm stuff. Calm stuff
Lovely.
is good.
Dum dum dum.
Just get those. Let's get that ambiance going in here. Come on now.
Athena is looking at Chiloran.
There we go.
I know. I was like, no, I've already.
Okay.
Phonic's down here.
He's
He's like,
looking at you like the golems are going to be looking at us.
So, you all see, coming down the path from where it widened, heading towards this maze of giant icicles. 8 in total. Stone golems, made of the gems and natural rock of this mine. They also glow faintly, just as the stones on the walls do here. And we're going to have to do a couple luck checks, and I'll let you all know why before we do each one. First, I need a luck check from Wraught. So this is just a D20. Let me know if it's a 10 or above, a 9 or a below. If Wraught rolls a 10 or above here, the rest of you are going to have advantage on this luck check.
Would you like me to roll it publicly, or can I use the dice?
Either. It's fine.
Do I get a +1 on this luck check because of my lucky rock?
This is not one of those. This is kind of an out of
God
game
damn it.
mechanic. Why was it a 9? Oh. 16. Okay. So here's what that means. Wraught, you're smart. When you crafted this illusion, you actually didn't craft a perfect replica of this chamber without you all here. You added a few large icicles, exactly where all of your companions are, in order to make it so that if these creatures were to walk through this path, they would walk around them instead of potentially through them. Because of that, could everyone, Wraught included, roll me stealth checks with advantage, as the golems, having an intelligence of 3 and 2, respectively, for the 2 different stat blocks, just start to walk down.
Psychically, I am telling everyone, don't move. No one move. No one breathe.
These golems, with no real intelligence to speak of, having heard a noise here, sometimes having dumb or unintelligent antagonists is an advantage for you. In this case, it's a disadvantage, because if it were a more intelligent creature, they would look in this space and see no one, and assume there was no one. But these creatures, having heard a noise through here, simply start to walk down this passageway with no concern for knocking over the icicles. And so this stealth check is to represent you all pushing yourselves against the wall in this narrow 3-foot tunnel, 3 foot across, to make it so you don't get bumped into by one of these golems.
And we have advantage on this, correct?
Correct.
Can I use guidance on myself for this?
Sure. Yeah, you would
Now-
know you were doing this.
Also, before that, I'm going to use the 4 points that I have to send to Lauren to add 2 to her roll.
Okay.
Because I'm still holding hands, and it's like,
That does make sense. So once you all have rolled, with guidance, luck points taken into account.
Can I use 2 of my luck points for Lauren as well as we're freezing to just be like trying to also hold Bodie?
Same. Can I
course.
give her some of my luck points as well? Can I do 2?
Okay, I feel like we should announce
see
why
her
everyone is
rolls.
doing this.
didn't see
Bodie,
her
what did you
rolls.
roll?
We're all rolling so everybody can see right now. Just
Right,
so
but
everybody
the
else
chat
knows.
can't. So
A 7 and a 4.
that's why we have to announce
So
our
7.
rolls.
I got a 9.
Oh, I didn't see
So-
your roll.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
you
use
didn't.
my point
My
for
luck
Otto
points.
instead.
Okay.
You guys can do for Lauren. I'll try to do a point for Otto as
So
well.
our house rule with luck points is you can use 2 of your luck points to give someone else a +1 on a d20 roll they just rolled. So with all of these luck points being distributed, guidance taken
And me
into
using
account,
them.
let's hear what the final results were. Wraught.
Oh, my roll? Sorry.
No. V's. Yes, yours.
Sorry. I closed it all, and now I'm trying to find it again.
Well, I
Yours
see
was
it. You had a 17.
Okay, yes, sorry. So an 18 with my lucky rock.
Okay. V.
I got a 29.
Otto.
Okay, I rolled a 9. I got 1 from Kai, so that
Mhm.
makes it a 10, and then I'm gonna use 2 of mine to make it 11.
No, yours are just
No,
+1 to
yours count
yourself.
1 for 1.
Oh, 1 for 1?
12.
Yeah,
You can
1
use
for
all
1
of
for
them.
yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 12.
Okay, 12 for you.
Yep.
Melon.
I used every luck point I had to pump it into Bodie, but with my normal disadvantage plus the advantage, so a straight roll of 14.
Okay. Kieren.
26.
And Bodie, what was your final?
With the addition of Melon's luck points,
And
that was
V
just
gave you 1, right?
I
V
gave you
one as well,
Bodie
right?
2.
I gave you 1
2,
point, yeah,
3,
and
9,
Melon gave you
10, 11,
2
12,
points.
13, 14, 15. I'll pump 3 of my own, so I'll have 15 total.
That's a lot better than the 9 you started at. Those luck
Listen,
points,
buddy,
y'all.
some of us take a
Those
while to warm up.
Luck points. Okay. So I am going to make a single public roll here. I'm going to roll
No, don't do it
this.
public. Ethan, don't do it public. No, don't do it.
Okay.
Just do it. Just do it.
This is at
Come on, I believe in
disadvantage.
you.
You are making
Melon,
me
shut
actively
up.
Do it
ill.
online. I want to see it.
Oh,
online.
wait. Can I silvery barbs you ahead of time to make it not an advantage?
No, there's multiple of them.
Technically not how it works. You silvery barbs one of the dice. Okay, and you might want to do that because the 2 things I
Yeah,
rolled
sure.
were a 16 on the die and a nat 20. Y'all aren't the only ones who can roll them. I actually got one.
Silvery barbs.
So
This
silvery
is why I
barbsing.
said we should make it online. Next time, make him do it online. It's worse.
Hey, D&D
Yeah, but
Beyond
it's-
has been rolling them
funny.
all
Dice
day.
are
Rolling.
blessed. So if you roll them, if he rolls them,
Also, it
they
shows that Joe's dice roll well.
They do.
Check him out at TableTopAudio Creations at Etsy.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll drop that link in the chat.
I'm closed right now. I'm on break.
so...
But you can still save it for later.
So, with that silvery barbs, first of all, you do get to give advantage to someone as part of that also.
I'll give it to Otto. I've got like my hand like pressed against his chest, trying to cram him further back, but his ears keep flopping over.
Okay. As this group of crystalline golems walks down this hall, quick question, Wraught. Which spell exactly did you use to create the
Major
illusion?
image.
It was major image.
So
okay.
I can adjust everything in this 20-foot square. If they
yes,
seem
including
like they're
sounds.
rushing anything, I'm gonna have like a swarm of bats fly through.
Well, the
or
reason-
a badger comes out of the ground.
The reason I asked was because had it been a less powerful illusion spell, when they bumped into one of the icicles in reality, the image would have stayed the same, and even when it fell. But because this is major image,
when they bump it, noise and all.
As we see inside the illusion, you pressed up against the side of the wall, we see you just watching exactly where they are, changing the threads of the weave that make up this illusion so that when they bump into one of the fragile icicles in it, you make the illusion do the exact same thing. As the first and second and third of these constructs that range from 7 feet in height to about 3.5 feet in height. As the fifth of these walks past Otto, you feel it bump into you. And it stops and begins to turn its head down that direction towards where you are. Does anyone do anything in that moment? Do you stay put? Do you change the illusion? Do you dash? What are we doing? As the one turns its head, all of the others that had been knocking into icicles stop. They don't all turn to look, but they stop as the one lookout does turn to investigate. Wraught?
Instead of it being a full crystal, it's a very, very thin layer of ice that falls off. And the reason it didn't move is because there was a rock under the ice that cannot move.
Okay. I need you to make me a check here. This is to see, and this is going to be a very easy contested check, I think. But either performance. Oh, excuse me, my dogs are going insane.
Oh, we can't hear him like at all.
Oh, cool. Now you can.
Wait, never mind. There they are.
Well, Lauren turned hers on. Stop that. Lauren.
I let the dogs out.
Can I make it persuasion?
I can't continue until you don't do that. I need you to either make me a performance or a deception check here.
It's going to be deception.
Can I help her? Because it is
Nope.
with. Okay, fair enough.
Not this,
I want to make
because
sure.
this is for the... Yes. Yes. I will.
Do I still have an
allow that.
advantage because of the illusion?
Yeah, so you were already at advantage because of the illusion, so you just keep advantage.
So, do I do the same one that she did, deception, or do I use performance?
I think you would be more giving kind of the help action here, but since she already had advantage, you can also make a flat performance check. Or deception.
Okay.
I rolled the exact same thing on both of them. They were both a 13 plus 6 plus the 1 from the rock for a dirty 20.
And I rolled a 10 for my performance check.
Okay. As you shift the illusion. I have to make a... So you said that yours was a 20, right?
Yep, I rolled a 13 for both with a plus 6 with a plus 1.
Okay. I'm going to make this roll publicly. Unless it crits, it can't beat that. And a 3 on the die is definitely not a crit. This thing has a intelligence score of 2. Deceiving
Mel's
it
smarter than it.
is not the most difficult thing. And so it turns to look as this icicle seemingly is braced by stone, explaining why it did not fall. The grinding sound of stone as it turns its head forward again. And then the sound of their heavy footfalls resumes as they crush their way through these icicles and through this tunnel past you all.
Otto's eyes lock with Wraught's of just more of a thank you type look, but then also puts his finger to his mouth to everybody else and just points to where we gotta go.
I've got this illusion for 10 minutes and I'm gonna use every single one to keep us out of sight.
Now, if memory serves, don't think you can move, like, the space of the illusion? Like, continue to have it follow you?
Let me check.
No. I think what I meant by that was like once.
No, I'm referring to what Wraught was saying. It stays in the same space. It occupies the same 20 by 20 feet. You can't move it, but you can constantly change it. But the nice thing is, when you run to the opposite side of the illusion, anyone who were to look behind... Oh, yeah? You can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range. There it is.
Right, and so I guess I can actually move it with us?
Yes, you absolutely can. So you can, since you're not in combat and you can use your action, you can just essentially keep, for the next 10 minutes, a disguise of a cube of illusion around you.
Everybody's invisible, and if you make noise, it's bats.
Take a... Hold on, I'm rolling a d4 for that one. Let's see how many luck points you get.
Nah, give her a d6. Come on, that was cool.
Take 2 luck points for that. That's incredible. And I'm letting y'all know, you just avoided a combat with a total of 360 hit points divided amongst the enemies.
And we still have people that aren't even at full health. Damn.
That was incredible.
I love illusion magic.
This is why it's my favorite school.
Before we go on, Joe, well done.
As you push your way away from the former maze of icicles, now very cleared, you all... It's a little disconcerting being inside this illusion as Wraught just continues to...
For flavor, you can tell you're under a spell from Wraught. It feels like there's a cloak draped over you. It's a little bit heavy, and it feels really statically, like there's a lot of static electricity covering you in this cloak of arcane power.
Soon afterwards, you all... it's probably about 7 minutes later, so you still have 3 minutes on this illusion. You all were still moving carefully, because despite being in an illusion, you still don't necessarily want to make super loud noises. The path opens up into a chamber. And you can see that on the opposite end of the chamber, just about 20 feet away, there is a heavy, thick iron door. On the walls of this room, there are 6 panels, each one with a lever. All of the levers are currently up. And also embedded in the wall is a single large button. The levers are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The room is still illuminated by the soft blues and purples of the gems down here.
Can I do like a check to look around the room? Maybe
Sure.
somebody decided to like write on the wall or like...
Make me an investigation check.
Like
Okay.
speak friend and enter.
Melon, which is almost your name, does not work, unfortunately.
Oh wait,
So-
shit! Did you say perception or investigation?
Investigation, please. And V?
So V has some really ground up herbs, like powder almost, and she wanted to go to the buttons and sort of blow on them to see if any sticks to them, like someone with greasy hands or someone with hands, touch these particular buttons to see if something
Love it.
sticks to those buttons.
Yeah. Make me another investigation check as well.
Okay.
And I got
Love that.
19 on my investigation check.
19, noted. V, take a luck point because I love that description of the fingerprint powder, basically.
Yeah,
So there
I was
were-
like,
there-
it's
there were
a
6
4. What does my luck points do? It gives me points.
It gives
or
you
it doesn't
1
give
to
me
1.
Rerolls like
No,
like
it's
my
a
other
1 to
ones.
1
Okay.
increase. You can use, yeah,
Okay.
There were 6 numbers, right?
correct. You said a 4, V?
Yeah, I'll jump it up to a 7. Let's just do it. I'll just
So,
toss it in.
as you blow this powder on each of the levers, the levers do have, it does stick as if from, the grease or sweat of that had remained there, but it sticks on all of them. Now, this might initially feel like an unhelpful piece of information, but it actually is kind of helpful. It tells you that all 6 are involved. What I will say, with a 7 even that you notice, is as you blow it onto the button, it barely sticks there at all. As if it has been used less than the levers. With a 19, Kieren, you notice a few things. First, you notice that there aren't footprints in here that you can see and distinguish clearly as individual footprints, but with a 19, you can distinguish travel patterns, and you see that other paths in the dust and gravel here from this part of the room seems to lead most to lever number 4. You also notice a similar pattern that goes from lever 3 to the door. Just a path. Not a path, just you can see that people have trod from the one labeled 3 to the iron door.
So that would mean if we pull each lever once, the fourth lever would be pulled first, and then the third lever will be pulled last.
That's a very reasonable conclusion based off of that evidence. You also find a scrap of paper in here that you barely noticed because it was covered in dust. It's written in Sylvan,
Which I can read.
which you can read. It's just a small scrap of paper, and it looks like it once contained a 6-digit combination. But due to the fading and dirt and damage to the piece of paper, you can only read the numbers 5, 6, and they are right next to each other in that order. I see Melon's hand, and I see Otto's. Let's go Melon first.
I have an idea. It's a new idea. I can track from the spirits something upwards of for a while and how they went.
You're going to have to
What?
speak in mechanical
The
terms
wild
really quick. What
cunning
ability are you
spell,
using? Okay.
The wild cunning spell, I can track. I can have the spirits track the order from one specific set and how it went.
Can you read us the spell and how you would do that?
So what it does
wild
is
cunning.
it gives just to speed it up. It gives you essentially you can make a survival check with them to track and follow those tracks just like you could with normal survival. It's just they'll follow it for you. The Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Or hold on. Do you want to hear out Otto's as well, just in case?
I was going to use mending on the scrap of paper to return it to its state to maybe make the code show up.
The paper
Let's
repairs.
do both.
Do both.
The scrap of paper restores to untorn, but it doesn't restore the faded ink on there. Unfortunately, great idea. Friggin' love it. Very, very cool idea. But the paper just becomes whole and untorn, and the numbers that are there are very crisp and clean, but that's all you can make out. Also, just out of character, you all are in a party with a professional code breaker, and this is a 6-digit number combo. I wouldn't stress too much.
Yes.
So can Sarah can Sarah roll a Sarah check for code breaking?
I've already put in the 6
What's the
options.
Sarah check?
So I would like to try them from the start.
What? No.
Yeah,
If you
I
get it
was like,
wrong,
we could
what if it sends
do
off an
this
alarm?
code. Yeah, that is a good. Is it Indiana Jones gonna kill us?
No, we're gonna ask the spirits to get us the right one first try, rather than fucking up and setting off an alarm.
As long as we know where that spirit goes from the 4, that answers a lot. But Ethan, do the footsteps tell me anything
Well-
from the 4? The track from the 4.
Well, hold on.
Four
Sarah,
groups.
beforehand, yes, I will be casting the Wild Cunning.
Okay, go
But
ahead.
beforehand, I have to find a specific set of tracks we want to follow. So, Kai,
My special ones.
I need your special eyes.
My brand.
Ethan,
Look,
can
I know you got.
I use the 19 for finding those footprints? Can I just keep using the 19 to point at a set of footprints that looks deeper?
There aren't really easily distinguishable tracks in here. Like I said, what you noticed was that the gravel was more worn in that way, but that's the result of numerous people walking that path. This is, it's the inside of a cave. You don't leave a ton of footprints.
Can I use a survival check to see what way a groove would go from the 4?
Sure, make me a survival check.
Hey, Sarah, I'm going to help you out with that.
Guidance.
And guidance. So a help and guidance.
Ethan, while they're doing that, since my herb thing didn't work, I was just start walking around, sort of looking at the walls. Is there anything, carvings, paintings, anything on the walls, sort of leading you to what the combination might be?
The walls here are unadorned aside from these panels with the levers and the button.
Fine.
Altogether, a survival check would be 16.
16? The reason that it's tough to distinguish, the reason it is easy to distinguish the path that leads to the number 4 and the path that leads from the number 3 is the fact that those were first and last. In front of the panels, though, as they are all next to each other, it's a foot, if you had to go from 4 to 6 and then to 1, you would walk over your own path and conceal it and distort it. So you can't follow an exact path because it's been walked over left and right and left and right and left and right and left and right. And it's just a groove in the gravel at this point.
So nobody's wearing Doc Martens where it says Doc Marten on the bottom. So you can track
If they
that.
were, that also got covered up by the next guy. Wearing unbranded boots.
I'm gonna just flip a coin because I'd like to just try something.
Let's hear V, and then you can try whatever you would like.
Okay, so I'm searching the walls already for cave markings and whatnots, and since there's none, am I able to see where sort of an opening might come where things might shoot at us or a trap may form out of the
awesome
ground?
question. Awesome question. Make me a perception check.
Okay, anybody else want to
You know,
perceive
I like
this
that.
shit?
Guidance.
Bodie,
I don't think
Bodie's
so.
just
I have to
around.
enforce. I have to enforce the thing of guidance. You have to know they're doing something to provide it, and I think just looking around
know
as
what? That's
everyone's
fair.
looking around. Just otherwise, everyone gets a D4 on everything.
Okay, I got an 8.
An 8. Okay.
It's so sad because I have such high perception.
No, you don't see any, like, grooves, any pressure plates, any indication that the ceiling above is rigged. You don't see any projectiles lying on the ground that might have come if they've been shot before.
V is going to be very obvious about this. Her butt, she's a bear. Her butt's going to be in the air and she's going to be like looking under stuff and stuff like that.
Snuffling at the
and
ground.
so it's pretty obvious, that she's like tapping on the walls like, is this opening?
Yeah, it all seems solid stone as far as you can tell. Wraught and then Otto?
I'm just assuming we're communicating most of this.
I would imagine.
I'd like to go over to the fourth lever and slowly pull it. I want to see if there's a catch, if there's a sound.
As you pull it down, you hear heavy clicks and then a thunk.
There's a mechanism that slides into place when you pull the right lever.
And Ethan, because most of my codes are ones where the one after the 4 is most likely not the 5, 6, I'm gonna try. I flipped a coin. I said heads is gonna be 1, tails is gonna be 2. I got tails, so I'm gonna try the second one.
Kai. Please wait before you do that.
Too late.
It's already done. And you hear the same sounds. Otto?
What's everybody doing?
Bodie, there's
hold on.
a vibration.
I called on Otto. I want to honor that. Then we'll jump to
Otto notices V just kind of looking around, and he's just going to ask, V, what are you doing?
I feel there is something. People watching. Certain police systems, what's the word? Traps. There's traps. Something's awry here and I don't trust it. And she's just, tapping on walls.
Otto is going to help her look for traps.
Okay. You can make me a perception or investigation check for that. And then Wraught, you were saying?
Guidance with myself.
Oh, I was just letting Bodie know that when we pulled the levers, Bodie, there's a feeling, you can feel it in the lever. Something's locking into place.
Okay. You need a supervisor for that activity, so I'm just gonna
Bodie,
stand
what if I am the supervisor? Now call me Madam Supervisor.
Yes, madam. Supervisor.
Got a new kink.
Are we picking
As if it
nicknames?
weren't already there.
Morgan?
You don't want this one, B.
Oh, the Madam Super... No.
Melon, I mean?
Now that Kai has done the second lever, it's like, okay. Hey, Kai. I know you're smart about this. You love breaking into places. But this is now chance. So let's see if we can get a little help. Do you want to give me a quick little hand on like trying to find a single set of tracks based off of what we previously also rolled?
Ethan said that you can't find a set of tracks. It's just worn away.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Because they have nothing they can track.
Then, you know what? There's a footprint right there, a single one. Hey, spirits. As I try and look at my main, can't because it's my main and it's on me. So it's just like, do your thing. Now I'm going to be doing the wild cunning of tracking, where for the next while I do a survival
With advantage.
and I can with advantage. And it's
Go
like,
ahead and
I
roll
can
it.
Just track. Do you want this public or on? Is it physical?
Wherever you would like.
Cool. I like rolling physical because Joe made some awesome dice. check them out at Terrible Trio Creations on Etsy.
Crafts.
Terrible Trio Crafts on Etsy.
We are getting all of these advertisements here. 1-800-CONTACTS, Doc Martens, Terrible Trio Crafts, and that's the only one I actually endorse.
Well, thankfully for that advantage, one of them was a natural 1. The other one was a 19 plus 6 for 24.
Christ!
Sorry, 25.
Okay. Like I said, the path in front of the 6 levers is kind of ground away. There are no distinguishable footprints. For you all. For the spirits, however, that Melon calls to his aid.
The spirits of my main, and I go mostly up here, rather monochrome again.
The color from you being imbued into these spirits momentarily, and they float forward towards the 4th lever, and then they float towards the 2nd. And before I say where they float next, Sarah, what were you going to do next? Because you've already gotten the first 2, and they've made the same sound.
It would either be 1 or 5 that I choose next. So you know what? I'll flip another coin. So heads is going to be 1, tails
You
is
were
going to
a
be 5.
code breaker. What would you do?
Don't flip any coins. Go on gut reaction.
Just
Five is
because
next.
like how thematically it looks, the 4-1-2 would look the 4-2-1 would look a little bit weird to me and imbalanced for how the code goes. So I would do 4
4, 2, 5, 6.
yeah, 4, 2, 5, 6, 1, 3.
5, 6, 1, 3. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as the spirits go from 4, 2, 5, 6, 1, 3. And with
It's an aesthetically pleasing code compared
So,
to the other.
I would love to know, because Kieren was kind of here working on this. As you see the spirits start to move from 4 to 2, do you wait for them to guide you? Do you like rush ahead of them so that you do it before they tell you where it is?
Kai's gonna wait for them to finish, but you can see him vibrating. Like the further they go through the code, he's like, you can see all of his muscles just like a horse twitching. Like, I got it, I can do it, I know, but I told Melon he could do his thing.
As the 3rd lever is pulled, from the iron door, there is a heavy sound of
Did we have to press the button?
I'm not here.
Okay. I apologize. Don't look at me like that, Otto. I see those eyeballs. I see them. Just speak.
Otto,
Otto!
what's up?
What do we do
Eyeliner.
now,
okay,
Otto?
okay, stop. I just want to say the perception check that I got. I rolled a 20, not a nat 20, and I rolled guidance as well and got a 4. So 24. I was trying to get that out.
Yep.
Before we fucked up and we died.
Well, you managed to say before, right before Kieren pulls that lever down, lever number 3, you feel quite confident in saying that there are no traps here, and you inform everyone as such.
Cool, there you guys go.
Also, Ethan, do the spirits ever go to the button?
No. But the button's kind of in the middle, so they pass by it. But they don't move directly to it or anything.
I'm gonna hold V by the wrist just to keep her from, giving into temptation.
Okay, what do you let go? Look at the button. We probably need to press it to open something, the pressing. Let go of me.
I have a strength of 6. Don't make me fight you.
Good luck.
V is being really nice and like letting Wraught drag her away. Like, oh, Wraught, but why?
Do you all approach the door, head through? Otto?
I was gonna approach the door.
Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure that button's a panic button anyway, because it hasn't been, like you said, it hasn't been touched or used at all in a while,
So it's probably a panic button.
You know, or for idiots who just like to press buttons.
It's a red herring.
I really wanted to
I
press
feel
the
that's
buttons.
his.
Same.
Yeah, thank you, Bodie. I feel like Wraught's talking about us. I mean,
That's
Melon, I know
okay.
you want to press that button. Melon, go press the button. I'm just saying, it's a good button. It looks kind of nice, Melon.
I
Roll
will rip
for
out your
persuasion
teeth
check.
and eat you in front and eat them in front of you.
You.
Can eat their teeth.
Promises, promises.
Look, I just got permission to go press the button. Rod,
No,
can press
you
the button?
didn't.
Oh,
Let's
you
just
sure?
please. Look, my spell is getting very weak. Let's go.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
As you all
Oh, I forgot.
As you all open the door, your illusion drops. That took you all 3 minutes minimum.
Fuck, we're so stupid.
And as you open the door, the 6 levers all shunk, come back up to the up position. And as you all shut the door behind you and begin to push on, you hear the faint sound of a lively tune in the distance that echoes through the chamber. And following the music leads you to a hooded figure, their fingers expertly dancing over the strings of a lute. The man is slender with a sharp nose dressed in a patchwork of mismatched furs and hides. And as you all come into view, the figure stops playing, sets the lute down across his lap with a mischievous grin on his face. Well, 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 he says, rubbing his hands together. Seems I have stumbled upon quite a find. Or, more accurate to say, quite a find has stumbled upon me. And what brings you all to these dreary mines, friends, Treasure? Glory? Or something else?
Who the hell are you? Kindly.
Please.
He gives a dip of his head. I am Georginal of the Greyhawk Mummers, he says with a sly voice as he bows. Perhaps you've heard of me? And that is where we'll pick up next time. Thank you all so much for being here for session 65 of The Wild Beyond. What a fun session that could have had a brutal combat that you all avoided through brilliant ingenuity. So, before we head off, don't go anywhere, y'all, because we're going to be raiding over to some other fine people. But before we do, I want to let these fine people let you know where you can find them. Sally, would you like to lead us off?
Sure. Hey, you guys. I'm Sally Quinn Creations. You can find me everywhere, Sally Quinn Creations, on Etsy. We're on Twitch all the time. Come and find us and say hi. Us, because it's like a community. There's not 2 of me. Thank you, Ethan, for a great time.
Mav?
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black guy on the internet here. You can find me here on Digital Clubhouse TV, on Twitch, where I play a wide variety of games. Tomorrow I'm playing with the homies. We're going to do some more Fortnite because they introduced some new stuff, and we're going to South Park. And I'm back on my I'm going to make you cry games, and we're playing Life is Strange Beyond Before the Storm. So there you go.
You're not ready.
Hey, Matt, you pick up that lion skin? That lion man skin?
For who?
In Fortnite, the lion man
Oh yeah, I've
skin.
been got that. I'm pretty
Fuck
much done with the
yeah!
past. So yeah, have fun.
Joe?
Hi guys, I'm Joe. Usually you can find me on Terrible Trio Crafts on Etsy, but I've currently closed my shop because I'm in desperate need of a break. So Sarah has to be my sugar sister for a little while I clean the basement. In the meantime, I'm hoping to maybe start up a little bit of game streaming, so you can check out our channel here on Twitch, possibly YouTube in the future at Terrible Trio Creations. And we'll see how that goes. It'll probably mostly be, let's be real, 2 Point Museum, because that's my jam.
Sarah?
Hey guys, you can find me really anywhere where you type in Califrac if you need to hit me up. I don't post much, but if you ever want to talk, I'm there.
Morgan?
If you can find me, I'd be impressed. Other than that, it's like, hey, you know what? I'm working on my house, because fuck is it a project.
Morgan,
Old
that
houses, man.
hair.
Old houses.
Yeah,
man.
it is. It's hair.
And you look beautiful. And Lauren.
Hi, I'm here. I'm playing games, I'm rolling dice, and I'm doing sassy stuff, and
You're
I'm
doing
petting
Bodie videos!
cats, I do Bodie videos. Okay, I'll see you later, love you, bye-bye.
And my name is Ethan. We have a new campaign that the first episode will be streaming tomorrow here at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. The first episode of Under a Crooked Moon, featuring Lauren along with a number of other people. And I'll give those of you here in the stream right now a little chat. They're dead within the first 60 seconds. So, little preview there as to what to expect. So, join in
Marley
tomorrow.
was dead to begin with.
Man, I was going to ask for a little spoiler.
Yes. If I were more of a Dickens simp, I should have opened with, you all are dead to begin with. Would have been so fitting.
Don't worry,
But-
you have another chance.
Yeah, I'll do it next time. So please check that out. You can find our Lords of Sin content, which is a very dark campaign wherein, without spoiling anything, because I'm not going to tell you which episode we're currently recording, when we last left off our session, we had 2 characters dead and 1 making death saves out of 6. Ha Everything's going
dead?
fine. Don't want to spoil it.
Just finished those off.
We are going to go ahead and start a raid here, y'all. Let's go ahead and share some love to some other TTRPG creators. Until we see you next time, be good to yourselves. It is a very crazy time out there. So remember to take time for yourself. You deserve it. And until we see you next time, be good, drink some water, read a book, fight fascism, love you all, and
Be gay, do
stay
crimes.
wild. Not the first half endorsed. Second
Do
half,
crimes!
I can't endorse. But I can't say fight fascism and stay
You
wild,
can do what you
y'all.
like.
You do whatever you like. Bye, y'all.
I can say fuck ice.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. I will never not say that. Fuck ice.
Do crimes!